ladies and gentlemen, I got access to Chapter 4 inside of UEFN. I just published a video being inside the editor, and now I'm actually in Fortnite, and this is actual gameplay of the map. So look at this. This is the entirety of Chapter 4, and if you want to see a more in-depth video, make sure to go check out the previous video that I made on this map. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you basically gameplay of this map. And if you've known me for a while, over 2 years ago, I've always made videos on how to get access to Main Island in Chapter 4. And now I just have the full map to myself, and I can do whatever I want without having to glitch. I mean, let's get into what Chapter 4 has. Right now I am on high graphics, and just look at this. This is one of the POIs from Chapter 4, obviously. This is something with splits, and as you can see, my memory is over 150,000. That is because I do not plan on publishing this. This is, I mean, it'd be too much to optimize, and I've already got something else going on. So yeah, this map is just for a showcase right now. I mean, right now it is looking fantastic. This is one of the POIs over here. I do remember having these trees over here that you'd be able to break. It looks like that is not the case right now. But this map is kind of based on the holiday version of Season 1, because if I do go to the farm over here, you'll see like these trees over here. Where is it at? Yeah, right here. So this is where like the trees were at. You see like the candy cane right there. Incredible. You have like one of the farms over here. Wow, this is really throwing me back, just like how it did in the previous video. And the fact that I'm actually on the map, you know, I could, delete stuff. I could delete stuff. I could build. I could just start moving stuff. I think the best part about this is that whatever I do will actually stay, and I don't have to glitch to get to where I'm at. Because like I said, I've made videos to where you'd have to glitch to get to the map and grab pieces or whatever. But I mean, that is no longer the case. I do remember the video being over here. If you do remember watching it, yeah, it was actually right here. I'd throw down a riff, and I'd be getting pieces like this. Look at that. You have like the moving piece right here. But I think we do have this in creative. But yeah, here it was. It was right here. I'm going to show you a throwback clip. But look at this. This is where I was at 2 years ago. Now I'm just here officially, and I could do whatever I want. I'm not sure why the grass is a little bit glitchy, but I'm not worried about that. But the main part I'm really glad about is the ice and snow biome. I'm not sure why this is bugged over here as well, because it wasn't bugged in the editor. But look at this. This is one of the buildings that I actually used to land here. Because they would have like the key chests. You'd have like a launch pad in the middle to go up. It has really thrown me back to so many fights I've had here, especially with the trees as well. I used to like these trees, and it looks like this is the full version as well. To bring it up like that, look at that. That is incredible. You even have like the ice cliffs over here as well. That look phenomenal. And you kind of have like the ice paths over here. This is incredible too, and you even have, I think, one of my favorite POIs ever, CoolOvalBatman. I mean, this POI was phenomenal, and landing here was so fun because on how good it looked. First of all, I mean, as you could tell, but then you'd have the flag over there, and then I think towards the end of Season 1, if you went over here, you would see the vault, which I think there is. I could just phase through. Look at that. Yeah, so here was like pieces of the vault. Obviously not completed, but at least there is some pieces from the vault that was here in the end of Season 1. So yeah, this is like part of it. And then obviously over here you would have Lonely Labs, which I really did enjoy as well, because you would land here and then you would go to Groodle over there. I still remember the rotation strategies that I used to have during tournaments. And look at this. It looks like even the ice is working. I'm not sure if it was like this. Maybe it was. But I mean, wow, that is incredible. But just walk out and rotate over here. A lot of people I used to fight over here. I'm glad the ice is working, and there was a flag over here as well. Wow, this is phenomenal. You even had like the bottom part of it with all the cliffs, the rocks, the water, and then over here you'd have this mountain. I do remember there was like slurp arrows and chests over here as well. Let's see, am I sliding? Oh wow, I'm even sliding. That's how it used to be as well. At least I think it was. It kind of looks like it, but you would kind of have to run and slide. Obviously, it's not as scuffed as it was, but yeah, this is the map, and as you can tell, the loading distance is pretty good. I'm not sure why it's bugging out like it is. I just have to move up. This is another big part of the snow biome. Oh, I'm even sliding as well. No, I'm not. Maybe I'm sliding on the wrong. Let's see. I'm not sure what was going on there, but yeah, this was another big part of the ice biome, which I really did enjoy as well. I mean, look at the graphics in this biome. This is pretty cool. And you'd have like the key chest over here. There is a chest in here. The doors aren't working, but you can search the chests. That is pretty cool. There are more pieces of the, you know, ice biome like usual. You would have like the clock building from Tilted Towers. So then you have like more of the medieval biome, which I really did not care for. It was alright, it was something new, but like I said, I really didn't care for it because on how weird the structures were. If you'd go in here, I do remember this place as well, but there were a lot of structures. I don't know, maybe they fixed it. Maybe they did, but there was a lot of structures where you couldn't build at. Like you can't build here. Maybe they did fix it, because I do remember like almost every structure you couldn't like overlap with a wall that you could place. But yeah, I mean it was alright, but just more of the medieval biome. Nothing too crazy. You had shattered slabs over here, which I really didn't care for as well. It was a little awkward on how it was like built, but I mean it's still pretty cool to see it back. Then you had like one of the farms. I always see people talking about this building. I'm not sure what's so special about it. I mean, it does look cool and all that, but I mean, I don't know what is so cool about it. But I do remember there being an underground somewhere. It's obviously not here, but I think there was an underground. Going through the map, I'm not sure where it was. Maybe it was in here. I'm not sure. But I do remember there being an underground. Here, look at this, Anvil Square. I used to land here a lot as well. Wow, look at this. It's crazy because almost like a lot of POIs from this map is in Blitz. Now, obviously not in the full form, but you still get the image and point of what they're trying to do. But I mean, this is still cool that I've actually have access to the full map. I don't have to go play Blitz to go see a remixed POI of Chapter 4. But I did just see the Herald. Yeah, there's the Herald right there. Look at that. I can put it in my hotbar. Just like if it was an official prop. More POIs over here. You even have like Cuddle Team Leader from the Chapter 3 map, which is pretty nice. Wow, this is incredible. Now I do remember you had the houses over here. You had the drill coming out of the ground. You even had Slappy Shores. Wow, look at this. And there was a vault as well. I think right here to like go down. But yeah, more places. This is more of like the holiday thing, which I talked about earlier. That's pretty cool. Oh, it's even nighttime now, which is pretty nice. I mean, this is the Chapter 4 official time of day manager, so like this is actually how it would look like, you know, 2-3 years ago. But I was looking for something. There's the Herald over there. I mean, wow, look at this. And the map is very smooth as well. I don't think there's really anything else to check out in this map. We've kind of checked out the main pieces of the map. But if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, like this video,